Welcome to Inside Electrical, the podcast powered by the IBA. This is where members and suppliers come together to share ideas, insights and experiences from across the electrical industry. In each episode, we'll go behind the scenes of our sector, exploring the innovations, challenges and opportunities that keep it moving forward. Let's get started.
Do you want me to start? And how's that?
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, boys. How are we?
Yeah, good.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Here we are again at an IBA meeting. Great to be here. Great to be at the trade show.
Always is. Always a pleasure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what we're talking about today?
Well, today we've got a fantastic new product from ATC, which is called the Aeris Ceramic Radiator.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. What's the main differences between a ceramic radiator and, say, a thermal fluid, for example?
Okay, so I'd like to bring into that also a panel heater if I can.
Okay.
Matthew. Yeah. So basically what you're looking at is different types of efficiency and heat up times and retention of heat and insulation. So if we start sort of at the entry level of a panel heater, whilst it heats up quickly, it doesn't really retain much heat. So therefore the element is always running, and obviously because it's not retaining the heat, so therefore the cost of the running is higher.
Yeah.
With the ceramic, what you have then is further up the scale of efficiency, because whilst it's still got a rapid warm-up time, it has a retention of heat, so therefore the element doesn't have to work as hard for long, and the running cost is lower.
So we're sitting between a panel heater and a storage radiator.
Yeah, storage heater comes into it as well, but a storage heater is obviously completely different technology.
The way it retains the heat, though.
Yeah, and in the retention of heat. I mean, we sort of have a little bit of a pet hate with the storage heater because it's a little bit of old sort of technology, heats up obviously on a low tariff. But what a lot of people don't realise is that you need to put in twice of the.
We don't like them because we have to deliver the bloody things.
You don't like it
to deliver the bloody thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've had many occasions in the past with this.
It's on the fourth floor. Can you bring them up?
Compared then to a thermal fluid radiator, what you have is you still have a quick heat up time, but the retention of heat is a little bit better than a ceramic. So depending on an application, a ceramic would be ideal if you need intermittent heating. So I don't know, maybe a man cave if you're in for an hour or something like that, or an office that's not used all of the time. Whereas with a thermal fluid radiator, if it's a continual running or a longer running period, then it is actually more efficient than a ceramic. Sitting on the scale, you start with a panel heater, but then, sort of much further up the scale, as far as efficiency is concerned, you're talking about a ceramic, followed then by probably the most efficient is a thermal fluid on a longer run. Yeah.
But just looking at them, they do look very robust.
Yeah.
Now,
considerably more robust than a panel heater.
Correct. I mean, I'm afraid I've just done a job for some scout huts.
Yeah.
And they had the old 3 kilowatt fan heaters. So they've gone to these, and to panel heaters, they've used less wattage. They've turned them on. The hut warms up very quickly. And now they've decided they want some guards on them, because they've got scouts.
Yeah.
The guards cost 3 times the cost of the heaters.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm looking at those and thinking, if a rubber ball, and their soft balls would hit that, it's not going to touch it.
Absolutely.
They're not going to dent the panels, which is what they're worried about at the moment. So that's an interesting, I can see applications for that for us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing I would say, just on making a comment to what you said there about a scout hut, is typically when you say scout hut, I immediately have this image of an uninsulated type of building that generally will have a high roof. And what I'd like to say is that the beauty with ATC, of course, is that with our design team, we make sure that you've got the right product for the application.
Yes.
And my immediate thought when you say that is actually you'd be better off with a radiant heater, maybe in the ceiling, because it heats the body rather than the air, and you get sort of a more efficient.
In this case, I went and I've done radiance. We did a hangar at Manchester Airport many years ago.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, the room was perfect for low level heating. It didn't need fan heaters.
No,
because they walk in, it's freezing cold. They turn the fan heaters, it's blowing cold air into cold air into cold air. It takes so long to warm up. Whereas the panel heaters, with them all, and indeed these, they are controllable before they get there. They put them on half an hour before. They walk into a warm room. They shut them off half an hour before they finish.
Yeah.
Because there's enough heat there.
Yeah. Well, as we said before,
and that's
the beauty of that product, as you said, is a rapid heater, Tom. Sorry, Harry, I know you're doing the work there.
But I think, but
obviously with the muscles to pick it up.
But I do think that they'll be able to turn them off earlier and still retain the heat, therefore saving money. Plus, it looks like it could take a fair kicking.
Yeah,
it's just an application I have. It's not just
It's a solid product, and certainly that would be fine. The other advantage of the product, of course, is it's a Wi-Fi product as well. And what I do like is it sits on the Tuya app. And Tuya, when it comes to apps, as far as I'm concerned, you know, they're the most versatile and the most
very popular, isn't it?
And we all know it works.
Everybody knows how it works.
Yeah.
And also the functionality of that app is fantastic as well. You know, it's not just from setting timings, but, you know, for all sorts of other things like sensing stuff. So, so it sits on the Tuya app. It's available in 4 different sizes: 500 watt, 1 kilowatt, 15 and 2 kilowatts. So it covers the range, and we're very excited about the prospect of it.
Any IP rating?
Yeah, IP24.
And just on the features, I mean, we talked there about installing them in a scout hut, or, you know, I'm thinking of other applications, care homes, schools and stuff like that. Is there a LST, low surface temperature function on it?
We don't. No, you have to forgive me. I'm not sure 100% on the Aeris. It's a brand new product.
Yeah.
But potentially, I think then you can set our other products so that they do offer that low surface temperature. The only disadvantage of that, though, is it also reduces the heat out. But
of course,
I'm not sure whether that's available on this product. Yeah. Say it's brand new, literally arrived today. So we're still sort of Harry and I are still getting to grips with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we reduce on new ones, it increases the requirement of the size of radiator in a room.
Can't have everything.
Maybe next.
You'll have to call it here. Is there anything we've missed?
I don't think so.
No, not at all. Other than the fact, obviously ATC, and obviously offering a range of solutions beyond the Aeris, and great design team, great products, obviously, and really pleased to be associated with the IBA.
Thank you very much, Shirley.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Harry.
Cheers.